Hi, this is Doug Flynn. I'm out in Arizona. Beautiful day out here. We're here playing baseball. Brandon Larson. We've come out with the Reds Fantasy Camp. And, baseball is what we're here for. But while you're here, there's a lot of good stories. And one of the best stories to come out of this camp happened to you just the other night. You're out, eating, having a good time. You and your buddy Austin Kearns. Walk us through it.
Well, basically, Doug, and again, thank you for inviting me out here. But I basically just me and Austin were at a restaurant the other day, and guy was choking to death, and was choking on a piece of steak. And Austin and I both hopped up, and we were in the right place at the right time, and I was able to put the Heimlich on the guy and smash him in, and out came the steak. And man, it was one of those things where just Lord blesses me in the right place at the right time, and I was able to help that guy out.
So did you see him from a distance, or he's pretty close to you when this happened?
Well, he came up to us. He was clearly struggling, and we were at the bar eating our meal, and he came up, the gentleman, and he just grabbed Austin and started saying something, and clearly was having problems. And Austin jumped up and started patting the guy in the back, and then I said, "Man, he's choking." So I just jumped up behind him and just started going to work on him, and wife was right there crying. And it's one of those things, man, you just don't realize until it happens. You're right there and just reacted, and piece of steak come out, and he thanked us, and the rest is history, as they say.
Do you have any background in any kind of medical training or anything where you knew how to do this?
My brother actually saved me when about 10, 15 years ago. I was choking, and he did the same thing to me. So I credit my older brother, Philip, for helping me out, and I just followed his lead and paid it forward, if you will. And I just thank the Lord I was able to be there in the right place at the right time for this guy and his family. And it's one of those things that doesn't hit you till after it's over with. But I appreciate all the recognition you guys have given me for it. I just did what anybody else would do.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people who wouldn't have known how to respond. We just sort of looked and just said, somebody help this guy, but you went ahead and took it in your hands. One of the great things about coming to these camps, you renew old acquaintances with good buddies. You see some of your teammates from years gone by. But when you're out in the public, you get a chance to do something like this and save a life. You did it, buddy. Proud of you, my friend.
Doug. I really appreciate it, man.
All righty,
so much.
That's all we got here from Arizona. If you have never been to a fantasy camp, get involved because you'll have the time of your life, and you may even save one.